Marissa, this day arrived so fast, but I'm right where I want to be, believing the rest of my life with you. I love you not only for what you made of yourself, but for what you are. His writing sucks. Like, I can't understand. What you are making of me. If I could write a letter to my younger self, all I would say is my dream will come true of marrying the most beautiful woman in the world. I cannot wait to see you today and begin the rest of our lives together. I love you so much. Chris.
I can't wait to marry you. Babe, the day is finally here. We're getting married. I'm so happy to be your wife. I can't wait for you to be my husband. I love you so, so much, and I love us. Can't wait to start a family together and have little Chris and Marissa's running around. Today is going to be amazing. We gotta remember to soak in every moment today and remember to do that for the rest of our lives. You make me feel like the luckiest woman in the world. Your wife, Marisa. Green Bay Packers at Chicago Bears. We've been talking about this for years, about going to this.
Dad, thank you for all of your love and support. Our wedding wouldn't be possible without you and Mom. Can't wait to walk down the aisle together. Love, Marissa.
Aww. to golden light. There's a world of wonder painted in the sky. What a beautiful sight. It's all waiting for you. It's all waiting for you. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Aurora, the light of day, it's all before you, illuminated. So much to be found. Watch the world spin round. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We'll chase the sky, watch us shine. It's in our eyes, burning bright. It's just the beginning. It's all waiting for you. It's all waiting for you. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We'll chase the sky, watch us shine. It's in our eyes, burning bright. It's just the beginning. We'll chase the sky, watch us shine. It's in our eyes, burning bright. It's just the beginning.
We have come together in the presence of God and these witnesses, and the blessing, the joining of Christopher Ryan Tagliatella and Marisa Ann Barrera in holy matrimony. We invite you all to leave behind the worries and concerns of everyday life and join us in the celebration of their marriage. It is an opportunity for us to share not only the joy of Christopher and Marissa's love, but to also reaffirm and appreciate the love and the friendship we experience in our own lives. May we all celebrate by being fully present during our short time together. Christopher and Marisa, please join hands as a symbol of the union that you are making here today. And for all our guests who are currently sitting next to their partner, please hold their hands as well. Christopher and Marisa, I'd like you to think about the hands that you are holding. These are the hands of your best friend, holding your hands on your wedding day, promising to love you and to work together as you build your future together. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need strength, tenderness when you need tenderness, and love when you need love. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, but also tears of joy. These are the hands that will hold all whom you love These are the hands that years from now will still be searching for your hands, still seeking the love, encouragement, and support that each of you seeks from the other. We have some additional guests behind us. Marisa, do you come here today with love in your heart and with a conscious desire to be united in marriage with Christopher? Do you promise to share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your lives together and to give Christopher all the loving support he needs to become the person he is destined to be? If so, say I do.
I do.
Christopher, do you come here today with love in your heart and with a conscious desire to be united in marriage with Marisa? Do you promise to share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your lives together and to give Marisa all the loving support she needs to become the person she is destined to be? If so, say I do.
I do.
Today is an amazing celebration, a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and two people who are in it forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, the whole thing is kind of weird, right? The both of you are standing in front of a lot of people, looking beautiful and handsome, and being stared at by pretty much everyone who has ever meant anything to you. So why do we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives. But this one is regarded as one so critical. We acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth, that no matter who you are, where you come from, and what you believe, we all know this one thing. Love is what we're doing right. And that's why you both are standing here. And that's why you are all here to watch them stand up here. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, and others are just getting to the good part. These are chapters in all our stories. They are sad ones, or disappointing, and others are exciting and full of adventure. Now, in Chris and Marissa's story, it began in New Jersey in 2015. Chris was working in New Jersey, and Marisa was sent there on an assignment to help support his team during their busiest time of year. Marisa was a little reluctant to go, considering she was new to the company and didn't really have a desire to go to New Jersey. Chris
Now we live there.
also felt that he didn't need the help. First, they kept it very professional, but their personalities just clicked, and Chris kept Marisa laughing all day at work. It wasn't long that they started hanging out more and more outside of work and decided to start dating after 1 month. At the time, Chris lived in New Jersey and Marisa was living here in Rhode Island. They tried long distance, but it was tough, and they decided to go their separate ways, but remained friends and kept in touch. Fast forward to the end of 2017 and the beginning of 2018, Chris was living in Virginia and Marisa moved to New Jersey. They both knew that they still had feelings for each other, so they decided to give their relationship another shot.
We did.
And they haven't looked back since. Chris ended up moving to New Jersey to live with Marisa after spending some time in Virginia. and their engagement happened in June of 2020. Chris and Marissa's engagement didn't go as planned in a few different ways. They went ring shopping in November of 2019, and he bought the ring the very next day and asked the store to hold it until he was ready to propose. Little did Chris know that what events were about to unfold. Well, in March of 2020, as we all know, COVID hit and everything shut down, including the jewelry store that the ring was held in. Chris could not get that ring. When the summer of 2020 arrived, Chris was finally able to get the ring. Then Chris and Marisa vacationed to Outer Banks, North Carolina, and Ocean City, Maryland. Marisa was hoping the proposal was going to happen on one of those trips, but it didn't. On the last leg of their trip, they visited Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And on the last day and night there, they decided to take a day trip to Charleston, South Carolina, which was about 2 hours away, with their friend Tracy. They were really having a fun time. Like really good time. And Marisa had a few too many to drink. Too many. When Marisa got home, she immediately fell asleep, not knowing Chris's intention was to propose that evening. He kept trying to wake her up and to get her to take a walk out on the beach. Needless to say, she didn't wake up until about 2 a.m. Chris was determined and ended up proposing in the bedroom of the condo they were staying in instead of out on the beach. It was definitely a surprise and super intimate. And of course, Marisa said yes. Over the years, Chris and Marisa have learned a lot about one another, their likes and dislikes, and their commonalities. For instance, Chris and Marisa have different tastes in music. Chris loves country and Marisa doesn't. But they both love the beach, going to local wineries and breweries, attending sports events, enjoying pizza, and have an incredible sweet tooth. When it came time to discuss the wedding plans, it was discussed to get married here in Newport because it was one of the very first places Marisa took Chris when he visited her here in Rhode Island, and Newport is her favorite place to visit. Nearly 6 years later, we are here to witness and celebrate their love and commitment to each other as they continue their love story as husband and wife.
That's us.
Chris and Marisa, the vows you are about to exchange serve as a verbal representation of the love you have promised to each other. For it is not the words that you speak today which will unite you two as one, but the inner sense of love and commitment that each of you feels within your soul. Chris, please repeat after me. I, Chris, take you, Marisa, to be my wife.
I, Chris, take you, Marisa, to be my wife.
To love you when you drive me crazy.
To love you when you drive me crazy.
To respect you when we disagree.
To respect you when we disagree.
To support you when bad times come our way.
To support you when bad times come our way.
And to always remember how grateful I am
And to always remember how grateful I am
to have you by my side.
to have you by my side.
Marisa, please repeat after me. I, Marisa, take you, Chris, to be my husband.
I, Marisa, take you, Chris, to be my husband.
To love you when you drive me crazy.
To love you when you
Don't
drive
laugh.
me crazy.
To respect you when we disagree.
To respect you when we disagree.
To support you if bad times come our way.
To support you if bad times come our way.
And to always remember how grateful I am
And to always remember how grateful I am
to have you by my side.
to have you by my side.
Beautifully done. May we have the rings, please?
You got him, right?
Thank you. The rings are the universal symbol of marriage. They mean many things. As you wear them, they will remind you of the endless circle that they are. Like love, there is no beginning and no end. They will remind you daily that you are married. Sometimes they will remind you of the commitment that you have made for better or worse. But may they always remind you that there is one other person in this world that has pledged to love you forever, through thick and through thin, and with all that they have. Please join your left hands.
I'm like, left?
Your other left.
Where's my left?
Chris, as you place this ring on Marissa's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring,
I
pledge my love
pledge my love
and faithfulness to you.
and faithfulness to you
Today, tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and always.
and always.
Marisa, as you place this ring on Chris's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring,
I
pledge my love
pledge my love
and faithfulness to you.
and faithfulness to you.
Today,
Tomorrow,
and always.
and always.
Just jam it on there.
Yeah, it's a little tight. Babe, does it fit?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Just a little swollen from the humidity, that's all.
We're good.
Chris and Marisa, prior to this moment, you each walked a separate path. Now you shall embark together on a shared path. In a moment, you will walk over and partake in the sand ceremony. The two separate bottles of sand symbolize your separate lives, separate families, and separate set of friends. They represent all that you are and all that you will ever be as an individual. They also represent your lives before today. As the two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sands can never be separated and poured again into their individual containers, so will your marriage be.
Right. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Pour quicker.
You go more.
Mine's gone, yours isn't.
It's still going.
Before I pronounce you husband and wife, I have just one more thing I want you to do. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly. It's a day filled with emotions, friends, and family. Many people remember how fleeting their own wedding day was. So I want you to take a few seconds to look into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness that you're feeling in this place at this moment. Let that feeling register in your heart and your mind. Now, I want you to think about your life together in 20 years. Where are you? What are you doing? Now, we all know your visions of the future are not identical, but always complementary. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together, that is reality." And that reality starts now. Marisa and Chris, you have heard the words about love and marriage and have exchanged your vows and made promises to each other and celebrated your union with the giving and receiving of rings. Therefore, it is my pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Chris, you may kiss your beautiful bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Christopher Tagliatelle.
This horizon, it's shining. Seems the daylight knows this is our time now. Where we're going, these dreams we're holding. Oh, and now we know it.
Let's hear it for our beautiful bridesmaids.
I don't wanna be your fool in this game for two. So I'm leaving you behind. Bye, bye, bye. Make it tough enough. But ain't no lie. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in the game for two. I don't wanna be your fool, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye. Don't really wanna make it tough. I just wanna tell you that I had enough. Might sound crazy.
Let's hear it for our groomsmen.
Help me welcome our newlyweds, the new Mr. and Mrs. Christopher Tagliatella.
Grandma and Grandpa painted a picture of 65 years in one little house. More than a memory, more than saying I do. Kiss you good nights and I love yous. Me and you, baby, we'll walk in the footsteps and build our own family, one day at a time. 10 little toes, a painted pink room. Our beautiful baby looks just like you, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Now till forever, it's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand, and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand, through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. This life will go by in the blink of an eye, but I wouldn't want to spend it without you by my side. The clouds are gonna roll, the earth's gonna shake, but I'll be a shelter through the wind and the rain, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand, through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. From the ground
Me and AJ wanted to speak on behalf of my parents and wanted to send our thanks and our love that you guys could all make it today. I know with everything coming with COVID and stuff, it means the world to us. It means the world to Marissa and our new brother. So we just wanted to say thank you, and we appreciate you all.
Good evening, everyone. Is this not the best day ever? Like, is this not the best day ever? Marissa and Chris, is this not the best day ever?
Best ever.
Best ever. For those who don't know me, my name is Linnell. And Marissa, believe it or not, you and I have been besties for 21 years. The poor Ferreira family has dealt with Linnell for the last 21 years. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? It is such an honor to be here today with you and Chris. Words cannot describe what I feel today. I have cried so much, y'all. I cried and cried and cried. This morning, Hannah's like, so Linnell, what are you gonna say today? And I said, okay, so here's what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say I couldn't keep it together, but I promise, Marissa, I'm gonna keep it together for this moment. All right. So, just to share a little bit of our history. So as I mentioned, Marissa and I have been friends for 21 years. Marissa, I have been so fortunate and blessed to have your friendship. You've been, you know, more than a friend. You've been my sister. When, if I ever had a bad day, Marissa's the friend that, and everybody that's friends with Marissa will know this. She is the friend that will say, Mom, we gotta go pick up Linnell right now, let's go. And here shows up Mrs. Ferreira in her little minivan, as fast as she could, to the neighboring town, pick me up and take me to the Ferreiras to eat some dessert. Boy, does she make the best desserts, and she still does. So hey, tagliatellas, you go over to Mrs. Ferreira and Mr. Ferreira's house, ask for the dessert. Highly recommend it. Marissa is one of the most caring people I know. One of the most caring people I know. Even when I got married 9 years ago, I wanted to be like Marissa as a wife. I'm like, I need to do whatever Marissa would do and what the Ferreiras taught her to do and all of that stuff. So 9 years ago, I moved to Texas, and I have given Marissa, I'm counting, and I've been counting, I have given Marissa 1,567,943 reasons to move to Texas. Today, Marissa and Chris, I can say I am at no more reasons. I'm at 0. And the reason I'm out of reasons is because you found your new best friend. And you found the most perfect partner to start a new life together as husband and wife. And I am so happy for you too. Well, I do have to tell you, when Marissa told me about Chris, you know, she tells me, of course, obviously you heard the story, I heard all those stories, but she also told me, yeah, and he likes country music. Now, remember, I'm in Texas, so all I'm hearing, sorry, Chris, all I could hear was about the country music. I was like, he likes country music? Oh, tell me more. And he drives a pickup truck. I was like, she's moving to Texas. She's moving. She's gonna move. But then she told me that he has an obsession with Yetis. I Googled Yetis as fast as I could, and I found out they're in Austin, Texas. I'm like, that's 4 hours away. This is perfect. I do not have to convince Marissa. I gotta convince Chris. Hey, Chris, when are you moving to Texas? I'm ready. Okay. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. I can hang with him. All right. Okay. The reality is, it doesn't matter where you go, where you are, what country, what state. As long as you're together, you're home. And you know you have a home in Texas. And if I have to find a pickup truck, we'll find it. And I'm gonna play country music, Marissa. I'm playing country music. I have a country singer in my neighborhood. We're gonna do it. Guys, I have a couple of things. So you know, as I'm preparing for this, I'm reading all the advice that they give me, you know, what you're supposed to say. And I said I'm supposed to give advice. Okay, that was hard. So I thought, you guys, you don't need a lot of advice. You have the most awesome relationship on earth. You guys are so happy together. You look great together. You laugh together. You're enjoying life. I love seeing the videos on the Jeep with the hair blowing, the hats flying. You guys are having the best time of your life. And just keep doing that. Just keep enjoying life. You're gonna have kids. Life gets busy. And I thought, I have an idea. I have a great idea. I have the best idea ever. So the best idea ever, I thought, okay, so something that worked really well. So for the mamas in the house, if you didn't buy your husband a diaper backpack, let me tell you, I have a good idea though. You should get him a Yeti backpack, a Yeti diaper backpack. And if they don't make it, we're gonna invent it and we're gonna get rich. We're gonna figure it out. So Yeti backpack, and I thought, I wonder what they're gonna name their kids. So he loves Yetis. I thought, sorry, I haven't consulted with y'all, but I thought Yeti Tisha would work. Yetitia, I don't know. Obrigada, I tried. Really, guys, all that to say, all jokes aside, they really don't need a ton of advice. They're a beautiful couple. I love you with all my heart. I'm so thankful to have Chris. The Tagliatellas are awesome. They're fun, they're funny, they're comedians. The Ferreras are a top-notch family. You guys, the Ferreras are like top-notch. Man, they cook good. The food is, if you go to Miss Ferrera's house, you're just gonna eat a lot. But they are seriously some of the most caring, loving people. A lot of what I learned with values and things like that, I learned through Mrs. Ferrera and Mr. Ferrera and the way they led life. And I know you're gonna be good. You might gain a little weight, but you'll be good. All right, everyone. Because it is the best day ever, and I'm so happy to be here with the best couple ever, let's raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Tagliatella. I said it. Cheers. Love you guys. Cheers, love you. Thank you.
I'm going to keep this short as possible, like God did a Scoot. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Scoot's big brother, Jay. Growing up, Scoot and I were little asshole troublemakers. Just look around the room, our whole family agrees. Scoot was always just a little bit better at finding trouble than I was, and I was always willing to fight. Bad combo. One time, playing football before the bell rang in elementary school, Scoot ran his mouth to an older kid. That kid decided that we were no longer playing two-hand touch and took Scoot to the ground. Without hesitation, I punched that kid in the mouth. Brian, tell your brother I'm sorry. Fast forward to high school, Halloween night. Scoot has a run-in with some thugs. The next morning at school, I'm walking upstairs to homeroom. I look down the stairs behind me and see my brother being surrounded by the same group of kids. Instinct kicks in, and next thing I know, I'm in the middle of this circle. If it weren't for the secretary coming out of the office breaking it up, I would have dropped all 8 guys. Years go by, we are both super mature now. Scoot's at Brockport, deep in his studies.
Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
He takes a break to talk to his big bro on the phone. He tells me about a gathering him and his roommates had over the weekend. Had a little trouble getting rid of some dude named Oliver. See, what Oliver didn't realize was Scoot had a big brother waiting 7 years for this phone call. Next weekend, I'm in Brockport. I made Scoot walk me around campus, and no lie, we entered every single party we found looking for Oliver. Lucky for me, we never found Oliver. One night I realized he no longer needed me by his side. He was living in Jersey and I met him there. We drove to Connecticut for a Gators basketball game. After the game, we get back to his place. I'm about to say goodbye before my 3-hour drive home, and he says, "I'll be right back. I have to grab my soda out of my car." Remember that? 5 minutes go by, there's no sign of Scoot. So I call him and he says, "I ran to Target for pants. I'll be back in a few minutes."
Oh, I said that?
Yeah, you did tell me that. So I'm waiting, 20 minutes go by, and there's still no Scoot. So one of his roommates informs me that in New Jersey, you can't buy pants at Target on a Sunday. Busted, he was with a girl. And that's how I found out about Marisa. I've been by your side our whole lives, but I've never been more honored to be by your side than I am right now. Congratulations, Marisa, he's your problem now.
must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be.
She used to watch him from the window pane. He'd pretend to ride away, right off into that setting sun. He always loved to play make-believe in a backyard western movie scene. He'd say, "Mama, watch me and my horses run." By the time he could drive his daddy's old truck, he couldn't get gone fast enough. He was red tail lights and a pedal to the floor. She always tried to steer him right, but he'd sneak in around midnight, and she wouldn't sleep till he walked back through the door. But when she lays her head down, he's all she prays about, that no matter how far he may roam, that he'll stay strong and stay wild, and know he's his mama's child, and that he can always find his way back home. And she'll worry like she does, 'cause there's no kind of love like the one between mothers and sons. Now she's always waiting on Sunday night for the phone to ring and the clothes to dry, and the minutes fly by when he finally calls. She does her best to play it tough, fights back tears when they hang up. Yeah, just yesterday he lived right down the hall. But when she lays her head down, he's all she prays about. That no matter how far he may roam, that he'll stay strong and stay wild, and know he's his mama's child, and that he can always find his way back home. But she'll worry like she does, 'cause there's no kind of love like the one between mothers and sons. She's gonna worry like she does, 'cause there's no kind of love. You're